Good day, I'm Theodore Henry, and this is your JIS News for Thursday, June 24, 2021. Jamaica's healthcare systems and services will benefit from technical assistance under a new agreement between the Ministry of Health and the Pan American Health Organization, World Health Organization. The agreement was signed at the ministry's head office on Tuesday.
The government of Jamaica, and by extension the people of Jamaica, will benefit from the implementation of a new primary care model, development of a 5-year investment plan for the upgrade, replacement of medical equipment, development and implementation of an infrastructure, building and equipment, maintenance program, very important one for me, maintenance, building out of national capacity for human resources for health planning, restructuring of the ministry and regional health authorities, and institutional strengthening of our national public health lab as a reference lab.
The health ministry will provide a voluntary contribution of $800,000 to PAHO as a part of the technical cooperation agreement. PAHO and WHO country representative for Jamaica, Dr. Bernadette Theodore Gandhi, says the key areas of upgrade will ensure the health system's resilience in responding to current and emerging challenges. Government has signed a 10-year waste-to-energy agreement with Caribbean Cement Company Limited, CCCL, to find new use for end-of-life tires. The Memorandum of Understanding provides for the removal of tires from the island's 8 disposal sites to the CCCL, where they will be used as an alternative source of fuel in the cement production process. Prime Minister Andrew Holness says the program symbolizes a change in perception from waste as a problem to waste as a resource. He's encouraging other private sector entities to get involved.
So the program creates a triple win. It gets rid of used tires in landfills. It reduces the fossil fuel used in cement production, and it actually improves cement quality. It is good for business, and it is good for the environment.
Achieving environmental excellence is our priority. We dedicate efforts to address key sustainability-related issues, from biodiversity and conservation to renewable energy, climate change, and emissions monitoring. We are improving our carbon footprint and being part of the solution that creates a more circular economy in Jamaica.
The 10-year program goes into effect on July 1 and runs until June 30, 2031. Phase 1 will focus on removing about 2 million tires from the Riverton City landfill. Phase 2 and 3 will cover the removal of tires from all 8 disposal sites, the creation of an inventory, and implementation of a public education and awareness campaign. Tuesday's contract signing is a continuation of a pilot project launched in 2019, where 6,000 tires from the Riverton City landfill were incinerated at the CCCL. Prime Minister Andrew Holness says the government intends to develop a new policy and strategies to secure private lands that have been designated as protected areas. The state is currently working on a new Protected Areas Act, which will allow for the creation and regulation of a national protected areas system. The system is aimed at safeguarding lands that possess environmental, cultural, and heritage assets and resources. 15 such sites have already been identified by the National Environment and Planning Agency, some of which are in private hands. But Prime Minister Holness says ways are being identified to secure these properties, including engaging in land swaps.
We could give several incentives for owners to develop the land in accordance with the protected area. We could have partnerships with them where we jointly develop the land in keeping with the protected status of the land, or we could acquire the land depending on the nature of the protection and how we consider this as a valuable piece of land to protect.
The Prime Minister was addressing Friday's tree planting exercise at St. Catherine High School. It was done as part of the My Tree Legacy campaign, whereby past students are encouraged to plant trees at their alma maters. The Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries, in collaboration with the Banana Board, has launched an $18.4 million planting pilot project. The project will involve the establishment of 10 hectares of irrigated planting production in Portland, St. Mary, St. Catherine, Clarendon, St. Elizabeth, and St. Thomas. The project is expected to increase overall production of plantains by 300 tons after year one. It should also improve crop quality in keeping with local and international food safety standards and expand the availability of plantains on a sustained basis throughout the second year. The plantain pilot project is being jointly financed by the government and farmers. The Agriculture Ministry's portion will support planting material and land preparation and material inputs. Farmers are responsible for the irrigation component, while technical services will be provided by the Banana Board. During the virtual launch on Tuesday, Portfolio Minister Floyd Green said the project would target 16 plantain farmers over the 2 years. He says the ministry expects that farmers who participate in this program will be able to make at least 62% on their investment. The minister later announced that the establishment of an additional 100 hectares of plantain was being considered. Cabinet has given approval for properties owned by the Petroleum Corporation of Jamaica, PCJ, to be disposed of and/or divested. Information Minister Favour Williams made the disclosure during yesterday's post-cabinet press briefing. She says the decision is in keeping with the Policy Framework and Procedures Manual for the divestment of government-owned lands.
The decision will see PCJ properties in Font Hill, St. Elizabeth, transferred directly to the Urban Development Corporation for its use. The Petroleum Corporation of Jamaica property located at 36 Trafalgar Road in Kingston will be rented at rates to be negotiated in the short term.
The minister says the activities are in line with a cabinet decision in August 2019 where it was agreed that the core functions of the PCJ are to be integrated into the Ministry of Science, Energy and Technology. And finally, the curfew imposed on communities in Kingston Central has been extended until 7 p.m. Friday, June 25. It covers areas along East Queen Street, Hanover Street, South Camp Road, and Water Lane. According to the Jamaica Constabulary Force, in the last 6 weeks, 9 firearms and 126 assorted rounds of ammunition were seized in the area. During that period, the police also intercepted, arrested, and charged 8 gang members. Commissioner of Police Major General Anthony Anderson says this is credited to the force's quick response unit within the Kingston region. The mostly bike-based unit is comprised of 50 members, with others in training.
This is what allows us to so deploy that wherever persons who feel that they should perpetrate crime and violence, that we as the police can rapidly respond to them and capture them before, sometimes in the shortest possible time. And critical to that is the equipment that we get to support those highly trained officers who do this type of work.
Commissioner Anderson was speaking at the handover of assorted vehicles to the JCF last Friday. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Theodore Henry. Thanks for watching.